A very good evening to a very good morning to everyone present over here. I, Chavi Jain, would like to start this knowledgeable session on the importance of healthy habits, eating habits at 11 a.m. Healthy eating habits are essential for the overall well-being. A balanced diet boosts immunity and the body functions. Fiber-rich foods, it helps in digestion and prevents obesity. Power meal and the timings and avoiding the junk food, regular fertilizer. Staying hydrated improves the skin health and energy levels. Mindful eating prevents overeating and supports a healthy weight. SEMS Welfare Foundation, a registered non-profit organization, is dedicated to social impact across various sectors. We focus on education, particularly skill development and entrepreneurship. Through our initiative DG Saksham, we have created training programs in IT, finance, retail, and entrepreneurship, impacting over 6,000 individuals. We are currently upskilling inmates in Haryana jail and are collaborating with the universities and the colleges. We have also partnered with the banks to place over 1,500 candidates in jobs. In just short time, SEMS has established itself as a force for the positive change, equipping the individual with the skills for the employment and promoting women's leadership in various industries. This session is collaboratively organized by the DG Samyaksh. Samyaksh is a company that empowers the business through data and technology. We offer a wide range of services, including IT, software, data science, unknown caller, data science research, consultancy, and data analysis and marketing. Now, I would like to introduce the Asif sir. Asif sir is a mechanical engineer having a decade of experience into a radiotherapy manufacturing by the professor. A healthy weight loss coach serving professional all across the global with a vision of the obesity-free India by passion. Over to you, sir.
Awesome, Chavi. That was a wonderful introduction. Talk about myself. I'm Coach Asif Quadri, basically from Bangalore. As Chavi mentioned, yes, I have a decade of experience into radiotherapy manufacturing as a mechanical engineer. There, I had a quality department, and as a passion, since 9 years, I'm into health and fitness. And since 6+ years, I serve as a global coach, basically a weight loss coach at community by name Reshape Nation. So where we are providing, weight loss solutions. In fact, all the lifestyle diseases we cure with respect to our solution, basically. So what I would be doing today is I would be sharing you a PPT, in fact, which talks about why it is important to have a healthy habit, basically healthy eating habits. I'm sure everybody are all are ready up to get started. So I see around 17 people have joined. Yeah, a few more are getting joined. I'm giving you access. Okay. So let me share the screen and get started. Before that, anybody I would say, like, anybody would answer my question. Yeah, it's already 11 o'clock now. How many people have you done with your breakfast? Basic question to start. Can someone answer? If your video is also not open, at least your voice, you can speak up. I see few people have unmuted. Am I audible, by the way? Nobody has done the breakfast, is it? Okay. People are messaging. Great. Might be you guys are not having an access to unmute, I believe. Yeah. Okay, great. So two people are telling me, yeah. So yeah, I want to know. Yes, fantastic. Dr. Chitra. Yeah, Dr. Prakash. BS Lingdo. Yeah, awesome. So the next question is this. Can you mention what did you eat? There's a purpose. The reason why I'm asking you is there's a reason. Can you please put down in the chat? What did each one of you eat in the breakfast today? Quickly. Yes, Prashant, I also have my breakfast. My question is, what did you eat? Okay, someone says upma, someone says rice, red tea, idli, sambar. Yes, we all are from South India, isn't it? Yes, idli. Great. See, why did I ask you this question? The reason is we all are professionals. We all are busy. You would talk about a small kid, might be a school-going kid, to a CEO of a company or an MD of a company. Everybody is busy, isn't it? Awesome. Lindo, you have corrected from Meghalaya. Awesome. Fantastic. Good to know that. We have people from different parts of the country. Yeah. Everybody is busy. Correct? Who is free? Nobody is free. Everybody is busy. Either they're busy in their own lives, they're busy in the social media, they're busy on their personal life, they're busy in their profession. Correct? When are we giving some time to our own body? Have you ever time realize what is this. Definitely, as I have been guiding people realize their real health, their real body once they are diseased, right? Once they have in fact, having some issues with respect to their health, then they realize. Well, I wanted to start by telling this, guys, this is our temple. You call it a temple, you call it in a gurudwara, you call it any holistic place. That's what it is. Why? It's a blessing of God, because this is the only body which would help each one of us to do whatever we have decided to do. So it is always important to prioritize our own health. Say, asked about people, right, what all you ate. So as I see that, being a South Indians, 70 to 80% of the people as I have come across really are on the high cost sugar, some rice, ragi, roti, idli, vada, dosa, sambar, right? That's good. But how do I start my day with a healthier eating habit? I'll cover up what is that healthier eating habits. Okay, so let me share up the screen now. Healthy. So if I eat healthy, I live healthy. It's very simple, right? So I would go on to the next slide. So what we are going to discuss today, why eating healthy is important for each and every individual. Actually, what is the need of our body, what my body needs. I'll cover also what are the 4 pillars of healthier lifestyle, which is foremost important. And definitely in the end of the session, maybe for a matter of 4-5 minutes, we'll have a small Q&A session. You guys can message if you have any questions even in the meantime, so that I could address that. Okay, so let us get started with the first thing. Why is eating healthy food is important? See, what is actually food? Why we need food? We need food to produce energy in our body, in fact in our cells. I'll not go in detail with respect to science, right? How the energy generation happens, ATP molecules, also mitochondria generates energy. No, that is not the topic today here. Not talk about on the science. It's talk about of the lifestyle habits and importance of healthy eating habits. So definitely there are vegetarians, there are non-vegetarians. That's fine. It is all individual choices. It's fine. But however, whatever God has given us in this world in terms of eating food, what am I supposed to eat? How I have to eat? This is where is the talk today. Correct? So basically, food is what is a material which is required for body to produce energy, and definitely it has to be a nutritious food. Why? For all the energy generations, all the systems which are there in our body, there are different system mechanisms. God has planned it really well. That has to be done, worked in a proper way. Means I need to have a balanced nutrition, isn't it? So there are various, vitamins, minerals, proteins, and those all things are there which I need to consume it every day. I asked a question, right, to the people. How many people have done with the breakfast? I'm sure not 100% would have done the breakfast, because being a weekend, they might have got a plate, right? They might have slept late yesterday. They might have not eaten. They might have eaten, maybe they have eaten outside, or they might have ordered online. There is a relation in all this, what I'm talking to you about. So first most things comes down to what should I eat and how should I eat, basically. Okay. So I'll not much talk about on what is food and why it is eating healthy is more specifically in a scientific way, but I'll tell you why it is required in a general way. Okay, so let me move on to the next slide first. So healthy food components. So what is actually here is required. So if you just come down to a little bit in a science way to understand, my body needs what? Macronutrient, and it's need micronutrient. So what is micronutrient? I see some messages drop down. Yeah. Basically, there are 4 things in macros, right? Protein, fiber, fat, what else? Carbohydrates. Correct? So these are the macros. So just think what day to day you guys are eating every day. And if you can just think of, just quickly, if you can refresh yourself, what did I eat yesterday night? What did I eat in the yesterday morning? Or might be why I eat it in the morning. People message me, right, ragi, rosa, idli vada, upma. So what are all these things? High amount of carb. Yes, carbohydrate is also required for our body, but how much carb? So what I'm trying to drive the point here, guys, is our body needs all these 4 macros, but however, the content of proteins, fiber, and fat should be higher. If you're taking a plate, in that plate, your carbohydrates content should be at least like 30%. The protein should be somewhere around 30 to 40%. And then fats maybe 20, obviously 5. And then definitely also comes, vitamins and minerals. How do you get this? In fact, phytonutrients, that comes from fruits and vegetables. How many did message me, sir, I ate this fruit salad, or I ate this, a vegetable salad? I didn't see that message, right? But however, we know that, we remember, might be, our parents, maybe grandparents, in fact, I will tell you, when you would have sat with them or you understand with them, they will tell that you need to eat a complete balanced meal. They would tell like, you should do different colors and fruits of vegetables. In fact, if you go to even a doctor today, I think a couple of doctors are connected. I'm not sure whether they are medical doctors or they are PhDs in this call, but yes, definitely if you reach out to a physician, they would recommend you to eat vibgay or color type of fruits and vegetables every day. It should mandatory because that is how I get phytonutrients, vitamins, and minerals as well. If not, from where do I? So now you guys just think and understand how our eating habits and changes will change. See, ideally speaking, we generate energy by burning two things in our body. One thing is the carbohydrate, another thing is the fat, isn't it? So ideally, what happens is our body is designed in such a way that I would generate energy by burning the fats. Either it could be a dietary fat or it could be my own body fat. I'll give you a very good example so that you all can know or relate and understand. When a small baby is born, right? Maybe people can message as well in the chat if you're aware. I know this is a common question. What does the first food which we give to the baby? We feed the baby. It's a general question, right? What is that? It is a mother's milk, right? So which macro does it come into? Healthy fats, right? Correct. So mother's milk is what we give. Or do we feed the baby just immediately? Might be once it born, maybe in a matter of 2-3 months, we put the baby onto the carbohydrates, cerelac, and all those things. Not really, right? At least we take 5 to 6 months of time. But the baby is healthy. The baby is able to generate energy. All the functions are doing right. Yes. So what I'm trying to dive a point here is I don't need good amount of carbs to get my energy. But however, over a period of time, just understand when we were in school, what was our eating pattern initially? It was all completely dependent on our parents. And I have come across a lot of parents stating this, मेरे बच्चे खाते नहीं है clean से. मेरे बच्चे ज्यादा जंक खाते हैं दे ईट लॉट ऑफ चॉकलेट्स उनको भूख लगती है बट भूख इज बिकॉज ऑफ दैट snacks and chats not the food really. So if you're a parent here or you're about to be a parent or an adult if you're about 18 years, just think and realize where is the problem. Is the problem with respect to the small kids or it is a problem with the parent, the guardian? The answer is evident. How does a kid know what is good, what is not, what to eat, what not to eat? It's like monkey see, monkey do, right? So our kids, our people, our family see what I eat, what I do, and they just follow, isn't it? So it is always important to understand the habits. So in fact, the title given by here, right? Healthy habits and healthy eating habits, right? It is all related. So healthy habits is also required not only with respect to eating habits. Healthy habits is not only eating habits, right? Various aspects with respect to the my mindset. Yeah. So what I was trying the point here, guys, is the energy generation in our body happens in two ways. Fat burning से भी होता है, carbohydrate burning से भी होता है. So right now, if you ask the people who have connected, ideally, as I have come across, maybe 95% of the people, mostly the energy generation happening. Sorry. Guys, if you're not okay, yeah, thank you. Just a minute, I'll just take a moment. Yeah, sorry. So where was I? So I was talking about energy generation. Yes. I was thinking when someone would drop a message, whether they concentrated listening or not. Anyways, so I was talking about the energy generation in our body, isn't it? So as of now, if you see the trend, maybe you observe your own body, what kind of food you are eating, it could be, rice, ragi, roti, idli, vada, dosa, biryani, sweets, burgers, pistas. सब चीजें हैं क्या? It's a glucose, nothing but basically a carbohydrates. So what is happening is good amount of carbohydrates is going to the body. I'm getting energy, and maybe in a matter of 3-4 hours, again you feel hungry. That is the reason. Maybe see nowadays, we eat like four times, 5 times. पहले ये नहीं था. Even if you talk about yogic culture, even you talk about Islamic culture, fasting was there, right? Why people used to fast? There's huge domain, there's huge scientific way why fasting helps us to our body. The fast करेंगे, when we do fast, complete a dry fast or even water fast, our body, the toxins or the unhealthy substances which are there in our body, that all will be taken. In fact, it will be eaten up by our unhealthier cells. So there's a reason behind. There's a reason why the lifestyle has been developed. Why? How? But however, because of the busy things which we have created for our own selves, busy करके बोल के, we have made that we don't have time to take care of body and not time to eat rightly for our own. So what I'm trying to tell you is, if you want to build a right healthier habit with respect to eating, first thing is you should focus on consuming high amount of proteinaceous food, and your day should start with good amount of proteins. Various things are available. Chana hai, you have a peanut, you have might be, if you want to supplement it with a good organic food supplement, why not you go with that? Definitely it has to be with that, and you can start your day with a good detox drink. Why not? Maybe basically, with respect to a cucumber, apple cider vinegar, carrot ka juice hai, beetroot hai, different things. Just a small change. I'm sure you will have a very good improvement with respect to your gut health. Okay. So what I was trying to tell you guys is, तो हमारे जो micronutrients है उसके ऊपर focus करना है, and make sure first point is that I need to ensure to eat a good amount of proteinaceous food rather than a severe dense carbohydrated food. Why? Because there are huge amount of complications which come into picture over a period of time. To say few things is like, you start putting on a lot of stress in your body. In fact, if you talk about, they might have people come across with you. Initially, they will have those issues with respect to their digestion, belching, bloating, constipation, they will have fat across their tummy, right? They will have acid reflux, they will have gastritis issues. Why? This is all because of this food habits and basically unhealthy carbohydrates. See, you might have come across people, see in the market, outside in the market, maybe tomorrow if morning, maybe after the session, you go in the outside world, you meet 5 people. I'm sure out of 5, either one person, either at least he'll be overweight or he'll be obese. Am I right? If you see 10 people, at least one person will have some diabetic issue. This I'm not telling, no? It's a reality, it's happening. Why? Eating habits. Why? Lifestyle habits. Correct? So what is my recommendation is, first thing is we need to ensure whatever the plate is, it is a good amount of proteinaceous food is there. And then definitely comes down to the micronutrients. Micronutrients kya hai? Vitamins, minerals, phytonutrients has to be. The another part here is it has to be taken from fruits and veggies. But how many people we are taking every day raw vegetable salads or raw fruit vegetables, or at least steam boil, or at least cooked? I have come across people, many people, vegetables ही नहीं लेते हैं. They don't have a habit at all to consume. Hey, I'll tell you. In fact, I was kind of a person, if you talk about maybe 15 years back when I was, upgoing career, vegetable, I was not having knowledge. It's okay. Anything talk about of non-rich things, you need to talk about of, a dairy product, I used to, jump on it and used to take. But, vegetables and all, and mom used to cook. No, not that much. There also it is a point. I'll tell that. I'll not tell that, parents, they are not, they're told, but the point here to drive is, how do I drive a habit to make sure our kids are becoming in terms of their eating habits? Almost whatever past is past. Maybe from tomorrow, if you start implementing slowly, this change will keep a wonderful change. Okay, I'll talk about also on next aspect, what has to be done. And before that, I would say, why, anybody, if you say across, maybe, at least I don't know, 60 to 70% of the people, are either come down in overweight or weight. And nowadays it is, risk of heart is more, heart attacks happens more. And you talk about, kids obesity is also more. Why? Right? So it is all about what? Lifestyle. Various issues comes, guys, as I deal every day. I see you talk about a few things, I'll tell you so that you will understand how eating is most important. You talk about overweight, obesity, in that, you talk about of diabetes, basically diabetes, you talk about you talk about of thyroid, basically hypothyroidism. Some people have hypothyroidism, arthritis, high BP, cholesterol level, triglyceride levels are more. Some people, have this, migraine. All these things are what? Is that gifted by God? No, it is gifted by our own selves. It is not a disease, basically. It's a lifestyle habit which makes a system. I'll give you one analogy, guys, you can understand before I go on to the next slide. We all have at least two-wheeler, definitely four-wheelers तो रहेगा ही, but at least two-wheeler तो रहता है हमारे पास, right? We'll have that. You took a new bike or a new automobile, wonderful, directly from the showroom. What do? You ride it smoothly. Why? You want that your body needs to be adjusted. है ना? The piston rings, the cylinder, all this thing has to be adjusted. उसके लिए क्या बोलते हैं? Whenever you take the bike, at least for few kilometers, recommended kilometers तक, you drive it slowly. Maybe 40 के 50 speed में चलाओ. Do not run it with the it has to do a setting all this. Yeah. उसके बाद में क्या? If you see the book, right? Service book, they are written like, 1 month का service, 2 months, 3 months, after that 4 months, then 6 months, then 8 months, then right? There's a service which has to be done. for what we do the service. We do service for what reason? We do service to our bike or automobile to ensure or make sure that that vehicle, that automobile is running on its own correctly without any defects. How much is that worth of that vehicle? It could be starting from might be a lakh to even 1 crore, depending upon the brand and the quality, right? But now think of this way: we have this beautiful God, body blessed by God through our parents. We're born here. How much have we serviced our body till now? You don't need to answer. I want you to just realize and understand how many times have we serviced our body. This is a reality check, right? What do you mean by servicing our body? Basically, detoxification to our body is. If I don't do it, that is the reason, guys. That is the reason why all these degenerative diseases come into picture. Because I don't service much. I have come across people stating, sir, हम मस्त खाते हैं, I don't have any problem at all. But देखने में एकदम मोटे ताजे लगते हैं, right? What do you mean by this? So how do you understand your weight impact? A healthier body मतलब क्या है? Healthier body is something where it talks about of various aspects. It is not only about your weight, your energy levels, your sleeping quality, your stress handling, your skin care, skin health, your hair care, your digestion, your stamina, right? So these are all the aspects of a healthier body, not just the number. Well, I'll tell you, because see, anybody, if you want to assess and understand what the body is all about, it is with respect to your body composition, because our body is made up of what? Water, bone, muscle, and fat. So when anybody who is highly obese or who is overweight, it means that unka fat percentage in the body is higher, right? So what if you have, every time I should never go on to the number with the weight number? It is wrong. Idea here is not to focus on reduction of your weight. No, I'm telling you the perspective of the regenerative diseases. Weight is one symptom. It is not a disease. The other root causes, as I mentioned, are the root causes like your unhealthy eating patterns with respect to your hormones and glands, which gets affected, and that is a result. No, you put on weight actually. So what I was trying to tell you guys, the point here is eating habit matters a lot, and that too, nutritious food matters a lot. That is the reason all these issues come in. But good news is that all these problems which is available in the market can be cured in a right way if my habits are taken. Many people come to me, sir, I'm going to gym, I'm going a lot of workouts, but still my body is not getting, weight is not getting reduced. The reason is I cannot burn the fat by going to a gym. No, basically the visceral fat. Subcutaneous fat थोड़ी देर में. And if I do that forcefully, again it will come back. Maybe you guys would have understood that, would have experienced also. Why? Because health नहीं. अगर health नहीं है, कुछ भी नहीं. So anything you do, it has to be natural. It has to be towards the nature. Do not do it. It's a simple ना. अगर आप एक ball लेके ऊपर फेंकोगे, due to gravitational force, it will definitely come down. If you can hold it for some time, if you leave it, will come down. That's where I told you have to have that maintenance plan. You have to maintain your body. It doesn't mean that. Just think now, the time we born till now and until we die, all our systems are working wonderfully great. If God has given that system to control for us, what could have happened? Just think. I'm talking to you. My senses are working. My eyes. God has blessed you with good things and everywhere. There are so many people in the market outside that don't have this opportunity. But today we sit here to discuss few things. Means we are blessed. Always feel blessed. And take care of your own body, service his body, and that is where detoxification process, all those things comes into picture. If you need more in details, you can get in touch with me later on. I'll not more in detail with that. I'll move on to the next slide. So let me see, someone has messaged. Okay, someone has messaged, Manu, should we consider diabetic as very serious issue in terms of food habits? Yes, I would say definitely is. It has to be taken care with your diet, because it has a lot of other complications if not taken care. If it is a pre-diabetic, it's a very good important thing to take care right now. If not, if you're into diabetes, you go on to the medications. Then if it's not working, maybe in a matter of 8-10 years, you have to go for a medication for a long time, and then there might be a problem with respect to insulin secretion in a pancreas. Right. And when that happens, you have to inject an insulin. There's a very painful thing to do it, right? And other complications. Yeah. It is always important to take care. Got the point, right, guys? So it is always important. So whatever the problems available right now with us in terms respect to lifestyle diseases, as I mentioned, all can be taken care if my focus is on to the right eating habits. But yes, you need to have a right coach or a guidance. See, today is what? Today is entirely an information age. Everything is available on Google. Anything is available on ChatGPT. You can ask, you can get all the data. But only point is, what is right to my body at what time? That is where you need someone, a personal coach or mentor who assess your body and recommend what to have, right? That is almost important. That is where it is again comes down to a habit. What am I doing with respect to my life? Make sense? Yeah. Okay, Manu, I understand. Maybe I'll take the Q&A in the last. I'll answer this definitely in the end of the session, your questions. Yeah. Let us move on to the next slide quickly. Yeah. See, you guys understood. Problems are there, right? Many problems are there. As I mentioned, anything related to obesity, diabetes, hypothyroidism, PCOD, arthritis, high BP, high cholesterol, high amount of, triglyceride levels. So all these things are there. But now the question is, what do I need to do to overcome? So the session is not only to share you guys the importance of eating healthy. Also, I wanted to educate you guys to understand how you can take care of this. So whatever these issues we go there every day, even including your gut health, right, can also be addressed if you focus on the 4 pillars of healthier lifestyle. So this is how I have designed, I have given this 4 pillars. Various people would define in a different way. This is how I would define it, because that is how it is very important with my practical experience and knowledge. So almost everybody will be a part of this, right? This 4 pillar. But the problem is we'll not be doing it all together parallel. As I mentioned, right? Our body, right? I'm able to see, I'm able to talk, I'm able to feel senses, I'm able to breathe, my liver is functioning, my heart is functioning, everything it is on its own doing it. But if I don't do this focus on 4 pillars, like how my body has been designed, this is the problem. So for that, what I need to do, I need to understand what is a good diet and what is an importance of nutrition. In fact, this 4 pillars is very important, right? Out of it, the first pillar being good diet and nutrition. What do you mean by a good diet? In fact, what do you mean by diet? Can somebody message me what do you mean by a diet? Quickly, as I'm running short of time. Any one person?
Balanced food, 40% carbohydrate, 10% protein, and 10% fat, 30% fat.
Wonderful.
40, 30, 30. 40% carbohydrate, 30% protein, and 30% fat. Balanced food.
Wonderful, sir. Thank you very much. Anybody else want to try it? What do you mean by diet? Okay, thank you, sir. See, in my simple language, I would say diet is nothing but a combination of macro and micronutrients. All our value partner. Absolutely, Ajit. I'm very happy. Yeah, Danish says it is balanced food. Yes, balanced food which is required for my body. The food what was required to my body might not be the same food requirement for someone else's body. Why? Because his system is different with respect to my system. System here in the sense with respect to your metabolism, right? Not with respect to the system. All the systems with respect to Hugo Sapien is same, but with respect to your metabolism, what you eat might be a little bit different to what my body needs. Isn't it? So diet का मतलब क्या है? It's a food which my body needs in a right proportionate. As Mr. Ghansha I just saw message spoke up, right? Very good. That is how it has to be, balanced food. I have come across people stating dieting का मतलब ये होता नहीं है कि you eat less and you work out more. No, eating less is not a healthier practice. I need to eat right amount of food in a right proportionate, in a dense form to make sure my body is getting healed. However, the unhealthy food practices, the food which you eat in the outside market, all the junk food, all the saturated fatty item basically you talk about, right? Basically more than that is a trans fats. Trans fats क्या होता है ना? Refurb which you produce through R&D, that has to be not taken care. उसको खाना नहीं है. And you talk about of omega 3 and omega-6 fatty acids, very important for the heart. So idea here is what I'm trying the point is, guys, balanced food lena. And now question comes, I have also added up this nutrition. Sir, why this nutrition? I would ask a question to you guys. How many of you guys think that whatever the food day in, day out we are consuming every day, which is available freshly in the market, is it organic? Yes. No, it is not organic. Yes. But if I try to consume organic, can I make it happen?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but little quite difficult. Why? If I want to do whatever is available in the market, definitely it is not, because we know how our farmers are growing it. They are using a lot amount of pesticides, insecticides, and then for packing, many things, for safeguarding. That is what is happening day in, day out, day in, day out. Slowly, when we eat these, chemicals to our body, what is happening is our endocrine system get tampered. And that is where, there is a hormonal changes. That is where you see liver issues. That is where you see skin issues happening, right? So these are all the issues which will come in because of this, not eating right. So one option is definitely I can buy the food substances which is grown organically and it is certified, right? That options we have. But everybody don't have that option. But even then, if I have that, there is a limitation. There is a huge amount of limitation which I need to think about. So for this, what we have to do, that is where the separate addition to the diet comes the nutrition part. See, this is an individual choice again, I would say, because might be if you talk about of in a matter of 3 to 4 decades back, there was nothing such this industry where you called as food supplement industry available. Correct, right? It was not there at all. Why? Because the practices of the food which the commodities with the fruits and veggies which we used to grow, it was completely natural. And it all not only that, also the cooking matters. Just I'll ask you a question, just realize this. Whatever the foods we are cooking today, how many people are cooking it only in food grade steel, stainless steel? Very few, because people don't know at all. Even now, people are cooking in aluminum vessels. Not good. It can be very drastic issues with respect to our health. Carcinogens aa sakte hain, you can get cancer also. I'm not saying the scientist talking about, right? And just think of might be one apple, might be I am getting it from Kashmir or maybe I'm importing it. How many times it has been processed and until it comes to my home, what is the nutrient value in it? It is always good, right? One apple a day keeps a doctor away. Great. But उसका जो न्यूट्रिशनल वैल्यू है वो कब तक रहता है? It is going to drop the time of harvest and the time of I am eating it. And I have come across people, we get this fruits and then we put it in a fridge also. Let's realize. Similarly, with respect to the cooking, we all are busy professionals. We try to cook fast and we want to cook in a pressure cooker. What is the temperature in the pressure cooker? So the cooking temperature should not exceed about 70-80 degrees. Boil करके ज़्यादा boil करके खाने से क्या मतलब है? Nutrients are going there. Dirt हो जाए. So definitely that is where the nutrition gap comes into picture, and that is where I highly recommend people research and understand and find out the best organic food supplements which can you afford and you can consume to your body in a healthy way. It is always important because in market many things are available. Organic bhi hai, inorganic bhi hai, you will get it for the lesser price also. But make sure you are well educated. If you don't have understanding on that, get an expert's guidance in choosing the right things for you. Why? Because I'm using and eating and consuming this food supplement for what reason? To heal my system. So that is where the preventive healthcare comes into picture. So this 4 pillars of healthy lifestyle is what? Basically, it's a prevention of the disease. So before that, I reach out to the point where I am deceased, I need to take care of my own health. Correct? So what I drive to say is, apne khane ke saath saath, I need to also supplement this organic food supplements so that my meal is complete. It doesn't mean that immediately you went and ye liya, wo liya. Aisa nahi. You need to assess. If you needed guidance, you can reach out to me also. But definitely you might have someone in your family circle, or maybe your doctors, or maybe dietitians. You can reach out to them and understand and then decide on. There are many books are written. In fact, the doctors have written on some books right now why it is important to take a right nutrition for our body. Got it? So I'm trying to focus and insist on this more because अगर ये ठीक है ना, 70% of our problems in our day-to-day lifestyle with respect to our health can be addressed. Believe me, yes, it is definitely possible. Okay, so it is always important to focus on this bill. Yes. Hey, I'll talk you about sometimes it happens that I'll give a little bit of a can here. The oxygen, our own oxygen, whatever we are consuming, right? Breathing can be a problem for our own body, right? What is it called as? Maybe you guys can research and understand this. There's something called as oxidative stress. And that is another reason I've come across where many of the people have this issues, autoimmune disorders. You come across, or some people get, cancer also because why? Again, food. Sahi khana nahi kha rahe hain, that is where this happens. Okay, I'll move on to the next now. Second important aspect is physical activity. As we need body for our own body to eat healthy and food, right, to sustain our energy. Similarly, my body also needs some physical activity. Physical activity is almost important. Just see a kid how active he is, right? But when you see slowly the drops. So my recommendation is at least 20 to 30 minutes every day. You do any form of an activity. Either you walk, either you go to a gym, or you do a swimming, or do you do a yoga or a stretching. But it has to be there as a combination. Cardio bhi hona chahiye, strength building bhi hona chahiye. Right? Physical activity matters. Third is a sound sleep. There's another problem people are having. People are not getting light by because social media, mobile. So make sure you sleep early by 10:30. You need to sleep. You need to get up early in the morning. Get up early a little bit, now might be 5 o'clock. Doesn't matter, even at least get up at 6 o'clock. That's a good thing to get up. I have seen people across sleeping late nights. That is not going to help in a long run. Definitely you will have health complications. Sound sleep is required. And somebody asks, sir, कितने घंटा सोना है? See, definitely it depends upon your body. Ideally to say 6 से 8 घंटा आपको सोना है. Yes, our body needs that rest. Only then it could work much better way. Correct? Then, lastly, another aspect is a stress relieving activity. Many people have come across they are stressed, but they themselves don't realize that it is a stress for their body. Have you come across those people? बोलते हैं कि sir, it is a part of our life, right? Sir, it is part of it. But you have to recover. But however, other aspect is I have come across many people they indulge in other activities to reduce the stress, which I don't want to mention, which is bad. Might be they go to drug, they go to narcotics. बहुत सारे काम करते हैं. Not a good idea at all. The various ways. Maybe just understand what hobbies do you have. Might be start reading a good habit. In fact, we together as a team we have started a book club where we are providing atomic habits. The book which we are reading right now. If you guys want to know, maybe you can get on my social media and you can get my details. It's free for everybody. We learn from each other. I'm just giving you thoughts because habits is all across, what you eat, what you speak, what you think, all matters. Everything is related. Might be in terms of, painting. Might be somebody is very good at singing. Might be somebody is very good at dancing. Somebody is very good at, writing a few poems. Might be few shari. Might be singing. जो भी है, take time. Out of 24 hours, maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes for your own self and do that. You feel so relaxed and blessed. There are other various things also, other techniques and massages and acupressure techniques. Those all can be taken care. But however, you need to have. When all these 4 pillars are taken care, you become a healthier individual, you become healthy within. If you're already good enough, you're always, weights are great, then you should be in toning condition. You should be, training your body every day with these habits. So I'm sure if all these 4 things are taken care, we connecting here, guys, at least can create an impact in our society. At least we can give our effort, for the vision of obesity of India, which we are running towards. Isn't it? Yeah. So this is where we should focus on 4 pillars. In this so far, whatever has been discussed right now, if you guys have any questions, you can drop a message right now. Okay? I would like to address that. Yeah. Many people.
What is the role of water in healthy lifestyle?
Okay, fantastic question. Any other questions? Definitely, sir, I would answer on this. Any other questions? Yeah, I'm waiting. I think Manu had one question, right? Should we take medicine for lifetime? Okay, that I'll answer. I have 2 questions right now. It's the diet chart. I'll wait for another few seconds. Okay. So I would cover first with respect to Manu's question. So should we take medicine for a lifetime? For diabetic. See, I would say it might be required depending upon the cases, but it can be reversed. If it is a pre-diabetic condition, it depends on this. See, there's some pre-diabetes, complete diabetes, it is quite difficult. Agar pre-diabetic condition hai, for sure it can be completely reversed and it can be healed.
Four pillars of healthy lifestyle: good diet, physical activity, sound sleep, stress relieving. ನಿಜವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಅದ್ರ ಕನ್ಸುಂಬ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ.
Okay, I thought
ಅಲ್ಲ ಏನ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾ, ಈ ಕಡೆ 2 ಬೆಡ್ ಇತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರನ್ನೂ
Okay. Yes. Yeah, so that is how I answered. So I think one more person asked me about with respect to what is the role of water. Definitely water plays a vital role. Because if water is not there, I cannot live at all. Because my entire body is 70% of the body is water. The entire world 70% is water. So water is the main content of my body. Definitely water is also required, for to consume and absorb the vitamins and minerals, the food, energy, whatever we are consuming to our body. There may be a question like this: well, how much liters of water I need to drink? Correct? See, if you ask me, there is no rule, solid rule, you have to eat this much amount of liters of water. Simple rule is something like this. What I would recommend people: if I'm hungry, I eat food until I ensure that I'm not hungry. Similar wise, water has to be consumed in right proportionate until I'm not feeling thirsty. But definitely, as the doctors recommend, at least 2 to 3 liters every day can be consumed, but there's no mandatory that utna hi lena hai. I have seen people, they keep lot amount of water, 4-5 liter peete jate hain. It's not required. Why? Because all the minerals which we are consuming through our food will pass by through your urine. That's not good. And in fact, it pressures a lot of effort on our kidneys also. But yes, how to drink water, that is also another science which you need to understand. When to drink water, what time to drink water, that is also an important aspect. I hope I've answered the question, sir. So next question was, balanced diet chart, ma'am. See, definitely this balanced diet chart, I cannot say that it is, generic to everyone. If you need a specific diet chart, you need to get in touch with, might be me or anybody, whom you have a dietitian where you can guide them, because it cannot be general. Whatever the solutions I'm talking about, it cannot be a general solution to everyone. So there are, see, I'll tell you why. I'll tell you it is not common to everyone. I have come across people who have sleep only 4-5 hours and they're completely fine. But it doesn't mean that on an average everybody can do it. It means if someone is able to do that much, even 4 hours of sleep is sufficient for him, means he might be an individual who is taking care of his entire body in a right way. He might be eating right, he might be eating good nutrition, he might be taking care of no stress relieving in a right way. Then yes. But if someone you talk about कि कुछ भी नहीं है, काम ही नहीं नहीं कर रहे हो, and if you're not given to sleep also properly, then it's definitely going to be an adverse effect. You will not have good energy levels. Maybe now you might have, maybe you think about a matter of 10 years right now. Definitely will not have that, right? Definitely your body needs healing. Your body needs to, complete rest. And how do I sleep also? Sleeping pattern. There's a complete science behind that. So that also you guys need to understand in depth to understand how the sleep affects. Okay. So last thing I would want to share, is that a few tips on how do you select or preparing healthier food. I'll quickly finish this and end the session. Paying attention to the nutritional labels. Whatever the food we consume right day in day out, we also need to see back of it how much amount of nutrition value is there in it, and how much amount of sugar and how much amount of carbohydrates is there. Almost very important, whether it is organic or inorganic. See to that. Choosing a right healthier cooking methods, as I mentioned, right? Cooking methods also need to be taken care, and vessels need to be used to cooking is also matters. Always try to make sure you use fresh foods. Do not bulk up your foods and vegetables which you get in your home for longer period of time in a fridge. Try to get it, if you're nearby market, try to get it at least once in 2 days, or maybe you can take up subscription between every day you get the fresh vegetables, right? That is also one aspect. Also, it depends upon paying attention of the colors of the fruits and vegetables. Make sure every day you have different colors and fruits of vegetables you consume. And best part is cooking. If somebody needs cooking aids and cooking solution with respect to where the food quality color is not changing, there are solutions available in the market, and in fact we do also have a solution for that also. If you need, you can reach out to my profile. Means that anything, if we cook any vegetables and fruits, if we cook beyond the temperature, the color would change, the texture could change, the taste could change, isn't it? So that all can be densely attained. There is a way, there's a system called as Vical technology available in the market, where all the nutrition is dense in a vessel whenever you're cooking. So those are all things are available, guys. So these are the few tips. I hope I have added few value to you guys. I think I have taken up around 15 minutes of time, 45 to 50 minutes to share what I know, few things. And definitely, as if you need more details, one-to-one, you can also get connect with me. We'll be happy to serve you all, guys. So with this, I am done. Over to the amazing host, Chavi. So yeah,
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for this presentation. It was wonderful. On the behalf of the organizing committee, I would like to sincerely thank Coach Asif, sir, of our speaker today. We had a chance to hear a fascinating and thought-provoking conversation about the importance of the healthy eating habits today. Through this remarkable ability to convey information, Coach Asif, sir, left us with insightful discoveries and motivational concepts. His engaging lecture enthralled us and motivated us to study more. We appreciate the effort and the time they put in making these educational programs. The today's webinar, which I have learned, is that how much is important to use to make even small things in a notice, like the four pillars you, as you said, sir, the four pillars. We need to have good sleep. We need to have a good diet. We have to have a carbonates, fiber in our food, so that we can, and what type of utensils we should not use, like aluminum. Thank you, sir. It was a great. We'll definitely implement in our life so that we can also have be and healthy.